Hello everyone, welcome to Islamic Law Lectures. I am Marjina Sultana, an assistant professor from Indraprastha Law College, Greater Noida. Today we are going to discuss a very important Islamic institution called Waqf. Waqf literally means detention, stoppage, or tying up. It is an important institutional form of distributive justice, that is, to reduce the inequity and imbalance between those who are very rich and those who are very poor by creating endowments, by donating his property in the name of Allah for the specific purpose of fulfilling good deeds or for the benefit and upliftment of the society in perpetuity. Waqf Act 1954 defines Waqf as the permanent dedication by a person professing the Islam of any movable or immovable property for any purpose recognized by Muslim law as religious, pious, or charitable. So, here what is important is donation, or we can say dedication of a property, may be movable or immovable, and it must be for religious or charitable purposes. It was observed in M. Kazim versus A. Asghar Ali that technically it means dedication of some specific property for a pious purpose or cessation of pious purposes as defined by Muslim jurists such as Abu Hanifa. Waqf is the detention of a specific thing that is in the ownership of the waqif or a proprietor, and the devotion of its profits or usufructs to charity, the poor, or other good objects to accommodate loan. So here we have used the word waqif. So we will be understanding what is waqif and the mutawalli in the next slide. Waqif is the settler or the donor of the property, and the mutawalli is the manager of the waqf. He is the superintendent or the governor of the waqf. So, in that capacity, he has no right in the property belonging to the waqf. So, he is not the owner or even a trustee of the property. So, he is not a trustee in the legal sense. In Ahmad Arif versus Wealth Tax Commissioner, Supreme Court held that a mutawalli has no power to sell, mortgage, or lease waqf property without prior permission of the court or unless that power is explicitly provided to the mutawalli in waqfnama. Here, what is important to be remembered is that the the mutawalli has to dispense the work of or the property endowment according to the intent of the person who endowed the property. The essentials of for a valid waqf are first a permanent dedication. So there must be a dedication of property, and the dedication of the property must be permanent. That is, perpetuity is a necessary condition for the valid waqf. So if the waqf is created for a limited period or for a temporary purpose, it is void. It must be permanent. The second condition is the competency of the waqif. As regards the competency of the waqif, the first condition is that he must be a Muslim. So, this waqf must be created by the person who who is who profess the religion of Islam. But in the Madras and the Nagpur High Courts have held that a non-Muslim can also create a valid waqf provided the object of waqf is not against the principles of Islam. So the waqif is not necessarily a Muslim. The second condition is the second con, grounds of competency is the soundness of mind. If a person is of sound mind, he is not an idiot, then and he has attained the age of majority according to the Indian Majority Act, that is 18 years, then such a person is competent to dedicate the whole or part of his property. The and also that the Waqif must be the owner of the property dedicated. So if he is not the owner, he cannot dedicate the property. One cannot dedicate another's property of Waqf. And the third conditions or the essentials of a valid Waqf is that it must be for a purpose recognized by a Muslim law, that is, a religious purpose or pious or charitable purpose. For example, a property dedicated for the building of mosque or for the supporting mosque or feeding the travelers and educating poor students are an example of a valid purpose. One example, this it is a long established traditions in the Muslim world. So let's take an example of the waqf that was created in the time of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Uh, water there was no drinking water was very expensive in Medina, so the new migrants found it very difficult to buy water in Medina. So the Prophet of Islam, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, suggested that somebody should buy the well and then endow it so that poor people can drink water for free. So the Imam Usman radiallahu anhu bought the well in Medina and endow it for all the citizens of Medina. So both the Ansars and the Mahajirs drank drank from that drank from that well freely. So I hope the concept of Waqf is clear, and that's it. Thank you for watching.